Well, hello, everybody. This is Vader Saber 1984, also known as the Man Without a Fan. The world is shit right now. Everybody's got to wear one of these. If you go into a store, everybody's looking at the fact that one person is black, one person is white. Everybody is going saying that the police are the enemy. Everybody's saying that the president is the enemy. Everybody's saying that racism. Everything revolves around racism right now. Couple points I want to make is that there is racism in the United States. It's a bad thing. It's a terrible thing that our country was built upon. There were slaves. And as horrible as it may sound, slaves made America to what it is today. And everybody else, the majority, not the minority, of population in America owes it to the ancestors, which were slaves. Was it wrong? Yes. Slavery is wrong. I do not agree with it. Racism is bad. Everybody has racism in us. It is not a good thing. It's a terrible thing. If I could wish it away, we would all live in a harmonious world. But we can't do that. Racism is real, and it's those people that take it to that next level, other than just the side joke or just the stereotypical acknowledgement. It's those people that take it beyond that. The Stalins, the Hitlers, the sick people that go out and destroy human lives just because of the color of their skin, the creed of their nature, or the God they believe in. It's not a good thing, and I don't, for one, condone it at all. I don't know if anybody else that actually watches my page or anything that I post on there. And for anybody that does, I would love to hear your comments, like buttons, anything. This world is totally messed up. Was it wrong what our ancestors did? Yes. Everybody makes mistakes. We're human. We were all created equal in His image, in the Creator's image. And I'm not trying to thump the Bible. I'm not sitting there trying to push religion down anybody's throat. Because even myself, I can look through a book and say, you know what? Just like an atheist, just like an agnostic, there's some holes there. I can look through it. But as a human being and sitting there going, you know what? There's just a few things that don't make sense. And that's when faith comes in. And everybody as a human should have some kind of faith that we are here for a reason. As a spiritual entity, as a servant, or just as somebody who's going to do the better good for our fellow man. Now, to get to the point of what I wanted to make this about was I've been called a lot of things in my life. I've been called a homophobe. I've been called a xenophobe. I've been called a racist. I've been called a Nazi. I have been called a fascist, and I've been called white trash. I've been called names are names, sticks and stones. I get that, but what upsets me, and plenty other people can probably agree with this, is being called something that you're not, being told you are something that you are not, or that you do not, go along with. I do not consider myself a Republican. I do not consider myself a Democrat. I lean a little bit more along the lines of an actual anarchist, not the let's burn everything down with the government, let's, all that. I don't believe in that. I believe in an individual's life and what he makes or she makes. And that's all you need. You don't need help from anybody else. Okay? The government is the government. It's corrupt, it's crooked, there's holes, there's a lot of BS in it. People will tell you that our government was built upon slave owners. Well, that's what they had in the time, you dumbasses. That's what it was. And then another person came along after that and tried to abolish that. And did. And tried to make things better. There were some bad things in the past. But our country was built on God and freedom. And now all of those freedoms are being taken away. And so is God. They're saying that no longer can you have money or currency because it's a COVID and it's a related thing that can make people sick. Well, before that, probably about 2 years ago, they were trying to get a change on our currency only because it said, "In God we trust." And that offends people who do not believe in God. So therefore, you're taking away your First Amendment of freedom of religion. Now, going back to the fact that this government is just, everything's going crazy. Anybody hear about the New World Order? The NWO? It's been talked about. It's been prophesied. It's supposedly something that wants to run the entire world. Everybody has to have one currency. Everybody has to believe in one thing. And you are all a sheep in line doing what you're told. Okay? That is the one New World Order government. We don't want that. That is the basest underneath socialism. We don't want that. We want to be free Americans. Whether you're black, white, brown, yellow, red, it does not matter what color your skin is. We all bleed the same color. And if you think that the color of this matters about what I bleed, then you're ignorant. And is my business and the things I have to deal with and the people I talk to disagree with me. It's not about this color. Yes, your character has a lot of Dr. Martin Luther King said it all. It's about your character, the content of your character. And the content of your character is what people perceive of you. Be a good person. Whether you're this or whether you're blue, black, red, yellow, it doesn't matter. Be a good person. We are all human and we all make mistakes. Not everybody agrees with everything that we say. That's why there are opinions. That's why it's freedom of speech. But you have people that get so booty hurt over your opinion. And guess what? Toughen up. Suck it up. It's an opinion. If you can't handle somebody's opinion, then you need to have your ass kicked. Okay? You need to experience real life pain. You need to go through hurt, sorrow, and life change. Because if you can't handle somebody saying, well, I don't like this because this is my idea, whether they're right or wrong, or it's your view or somebody else's, that's their point of view. That's their opinion. Whatever. I myself am very guilty. I am human. I don't like to hear things like, hey, let's vote for Biden. Hey, Beto. Hey, that. I don't agree with them. I think, hey, are you serious? You're going for that? Are you that dumb and naive that you can't see through the holes of what they're trying to do and change? But I digress. I apologize. This is just a rant, and if anybody makes it this 10.5 minutes this far, I appreciate you and applaud you. But never once have I been so let down in myself, because I was told in my past that every coworker that I had that was black, African descent, Negro, as they would say it in the 60s and 70s. I don't like that term. 100% of everybody that met me in that job or worked under me or with me immediately considered me a racist. Just from the get-go. From my apparent aura and energy that I give out. Do I believe in white pride? No, I don't. Do I believe in black pride? No, I don't. Do I believe in red, yellow, brown, green? No. No pride. Do I believe in Black Lives Matter? Yes. Do I believe in White Lives Matter? Yes. Do I believe in Yellow Lives Matter? Yes. Do I believe in Red Lives Matter? Yes. I am a fucking heritage of Native American descent. My grandmother, great-grandmother, was full-blood Cherokee Indian. The things they had to deal with, the things the government did to the Cherokee Nation, pretty bad. But I don't walk around saying only red lives matter. I don't walk around because my grandfather was Irish and Scottish descent and saying only white lives matter. I don't hit the streets and say Irish were considered slaves even here in the United States and I'm going to stand up for it. That was 300 years ago. 400 years ago, if not more. Look, what happened then was wrong. What happens now is what I'm living with. And if you can't get over that and make life better now from the mistakes of the past, then you're only doomed to reliving what happened then. All lives matter. We all bleed red. We all have the same anatomy. Heart, lungs, stomachs, sphincters, brains, eyes, tongues. We all have it. We're all born with the same shit. Unless there's a deformity or something, and then I apologize. Don't want to offend anybody, but we're all human. How often do you go into the African safari or the jungles and look at two vicious lions or tigers or bears or whatever arguing about they're this race of bear, they're that sex of bear? They don't. They live their life as animals and what they are. They're species. You never hear them saying, well, I classify as this and this and this, but I have these parts. No, they don't. They find what that goes into and they reprocreate. That's what happens. It's nature. It's natural. It happens. That's how you were created. Why change it? Just my opinion. Anyways, the stupidest thing about all of this on what's going on is we're being stupefied and dumbfounded of what we must do to conform, to change as Americans. You can look and see where all this COVID crap originated. It was almost 2 years ago that this crap started out. Wasn't a big deal. No, it's just over there. No big deal. There are people getting sick here, and they were like, well, you don't have pneumonia, you don't have the flu, but it's kind of a flu, and we're just going to give you this. And people felt like hell. And then they got better and they survived. But now it's the biggest thing on the news, and the numbers keep racking, and everybody's looking at it. And, oh my God, look out for it. You need to wear a mask. You can't touch this. You can't have social gatherings. You can't do that. You can't go to a bar. Okay, let's close this down. Let's close that down. Let's go this. Let's go that. The lives that are being affected by this is astronomical. I myself am a business owner. And thank God I have a partner in my business who says, fuck that, I'm not doing that because it's crap. We got bills and mouths to feed. We're not going to conform. We are not going to. We will keep everything clean. We will adjust, but we will not shut down, and we will not tell people to change your life of wearing a mask and this, blah, 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 just because they say so. Everybody is so stupid when it comes to the media, like it's the truth. Well, guess what? Freedom of speech, religion, and press were all about one thing: truth and freedom. And guess what? There are bystanders to those in your First Amendment. Just saying. Look it up. Freedom of speech? Well, there's some things under there that say you can't do that, or you will have consequences. Freedom of press. You cannot slander somebody. Guess what? That's all they do now. Religion. Freedom of religion. We have that, whether you want to believe in the religion of the land or you want to practice the religion that you were brought up with. Perfectly fine. Do we all agree with it? No, we don't. We have arguments. But that's why there's 65 million freaking religions out there on this planet. And guess what? One of these days, when we're all in hell, we're all going to be sitting there like we're at the horse races. Who'd you pick? Well, I had Jesus. Well, I had Muhammad. Well, I had so-and-so. Well, I had Buddha. Somebody's going to be wrong. 50 million religions. Somebody's going to be wrong, okay? I'm not going to go out there and just say, hey, it's this or that or them. That wouldn't be right of me. Everybody has a right to believe in what they do. But what I believe in is that we were created to do good and to be an example for others. Whether it follows the Hebrew Bible, whether it follows the New King James Bible, whatever. Christianity, Muslim, we are all here for a reason. And it's not supposed to be about hate. We're here supposed to be what we were created to be and continue life and make it better. We're not here supposed to fight over the color of our skin. We're not supposed to be here arguing over what political party we follow and damning another person just because they go for the president or don't go for the president. Or, this political view or that political view. That's not why we're here, but that's what we deal with every day. And so I challenge anybody that sees this to wake up and realize that there's more to it. There's more behind it. Why is this so predominant right now with the George Floyd and everything else and the Black Lives Matter and then the police going away and all this? This has all been foreseen and foretold. And the New World Order and the one government and the one currency, it's all been said before. It's all been prophesied. It's all been written down thousands of years ago. And we're living in that time. And we should not be so dumb to disacknowledge it and wake up and read and love each other as humans. I hope y'all hear this. Vader Saber 1984. I'm out.